T's truly spectacular to see the Rolls Royce Spectre in motion. Even the stunning images presented here fail to fully capture its magnificence in person. The Spectre makes a bold statement, especially now that Rolls-Royce has embraced electrification. It's more about making an imposing presence rather than aiming for conventional prettiness, yet the design is fabulously cohesive. The Spectre's overall shape is defined by distinct lines, a silhouette line, a shoulder line, and what Rolls-Royce calls a waft line. To truly appreciate its visual impact, those 23-inch wheels are essential. The car boasts impressive aerodynamics, with a tapered tail aiding in achieving a 0.25 drag coefficient. The grille, the widest ever seen on a Rolls-Royce, is designed not just for aesthetics but also to reduce drag. Below the grille and bumper lies the aperture for feeding cooling air. The iconic Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament now leans forward more than before, a change made for improved efficiency. The split headlights, a signature Rolls-Royce design, look particularly well resolved on the Spectre. The upper lights are always illuminated, adding to the car's distinctive look. Driving the Spectre feels, well, like driving a Rolls-Royce. I must disclose that we're driving a pre-production model on a late-stage hot weather test in South Africa. Feel is the key word here, not just in the traditional road test sense. Rolls-Royce CEO Torsten Müller-Avos emphasizes this idea. The Rolls-Royce Phantom is known for being drivable with just a fingertip touch on the wheel, so these cars have a unique dynamic signature. The Spectre is indeed more spirited, though still not a sports car. It's 5 meters long, 2 meters wide, and weighs over 3 tons even with a small human behind the wheel. Despite its mass, it exhibits amazing poise, and its control weights are finely tuned. The Spectre delivers a steering feel that is quite special in its linearity and balance. Its batteries weigh 700 kilograms, so even with an aluminum chassis, the Spectre is hefty. However, their location under the floor helps maintain an effective center of gravity. The active rear axle enhances low-speed maneuverability, and all-wheel drive is standard. The Spectre shares its suspension components with the Ghost, featuring the planar suspension system. The system adds a mechanical mass damper on the front suspension's upper wishbone to enhance body control. The ride quality is exquisite, even on its 23-inch wheels. Developing an electric Rolls-Royce presents specific challenges. We're driving with Spectre project leader Georg Wunder, who is tasked with achieving a level of refinement beyond the ordinary. Even the sound of a pin dropping on the lamb's wool rug could unsettle Georg. Yet, absolute silence can feel oppressive, so achieving the perfect balance is crucial. Georg explains that a certain amount of noise is necessary for safety, enabling the driver to place the car properly on the road and anticipate maneuvers. Rolls-Royce aims for marginal gains, a philosophy similar to former British Olympic cycling boss Dave Brailsford's approach. Tiny improvements in detail can lead to significant overall gains. Georg winces as the wind kicks up around the door mirrors, showing the attention to detail required. He mentions that the door's locking sound isn't quite up to Rolls-Royce standards, and there's a minor squeak from the driver's seat, likely due to its positioning. These are minor issues, but for a car of this caliber, every detail matters. The Spectre is still only 65% finished, according to Georg. Even at this stage, it is the most refined car I've driven. The ambience, atmosphere, and the overall experience of being in the Spectre are unlike anything else. Rolls-Royce aims for perfection in the smallest details, so I offer minor criticisms. Perhaps a bit more weight in the steering and more feel at the top of the brake pedal could be considered. The regenerative braking in one-pedal driving mode could also be refined further. However, overall, the Spectre is bewitching to drive and manages to avoid feeling like a mobile sensory deprivation tank. Rolls-Royce is keeping details about the Spectre's powertrain under wraps, but it's likely related to the setup in the BMW i7 and iX. This is good news, as those models are excellent. However, Rolls-Royce is keen to establish its uniqueness, so the Spectre gets its own bespoke software and integration tailored specifically by Rolls-Royce. The Spectre likely features a 120 kWh battery, placing it among the top electric vehicles in terms of range. The torque figure is confirmed at 664 lb-ft, but the exact power output remains a speculation, likely over 600 horsepower. Rolls-Royce is not interested in a power race. The Spectre is designed for an elevated driving experience rather than outright speed. If the motors are similar to BMW's, they're electrically excited synchronous motors, eliminating the need for rare earth metals in the rotor. The charging software is continuously improving, and while the Spectre boasts a range of 310 miles on WLTP, range anxiety is less of a concern for this car compared to others in the EV market. The average Rolls-Royce owner has multiple cars, and the Spectre is likely reserved for special occasions. The Phantom, with its traditional combustion V12 engine, is better suited for long-distance trips. Spectre owners are unlikely to be seen waiting for a charger or snacking on fast food while the car recharges. The interior of the Spectre is deliberately and satisfyingly analog. Access to the four-seater cabin is via rear hinge doors, which the driver can close by pressing the brake pedal. Unlike some competitors, Rolls-Royce has resisted adding a full-bore technological onslaught to the interior. There's no hyperscreen here. Instead, digital instruments make their debut, designed to mimic the look of analog ages. The central touchscreen can also be accessed via a rotary controller. Climate control is managed by large rotary knobs with the traditional Rolls-Royce red and blue discs. It's an elegantly designed solution that remains unmatched. The Starlight headlining, a Rolls-Royce hallmark, extends into the doors, featuring almost 4,800 individually lit stars. This unique feature is why you won't find a theater screen like in a 7 Series in a Phantom or Ghost. The central console is part of the chassis, aiding in rigidity. Unlike other large EVs, there's no unusual real estate inside. The seats are luxurious, offering excellent support even during spirited driving. Rolls-Royce has designed its monumental audio system, optimizing it from the body and white stage. The prototype's interior may be subdued, but in Rolls-Royce's bespoke division, customization is limitless. The company plans to introduce a new paint shop and expand its production facility at Goodwood in the coming years. The Spectre's rivals aren't just cars, they're the equivalent of a penthouse view from 157 in Manhattan, the Project Norse super yacht, or the Gulfstream G650. Elon Musk owns one. The final power output of the Spectre is yet to be determined, and some may wish for more speed or excitement in the driving experience. However, this would be missing.